I'm the same way as everybody out there, chat. Going through heartbreak, going through stuff. Obviously, I've been in relationships a long time ago. Y'all know that. How do I begin this? There's always gonna be two sides. And for the people who haven't been in a relationship, I'm kind of talking to y'all right now. And for the people who have been in a relationship, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Now, you will always hear people say, yo, be in a relationship, don't be in a relationship. Honestly, most of it, especially in my position where I am and like where you want to go in life, you want to chase goals, that other, you hear a lot of people say this. Very simple. They say, don't be in a relationship. Do not ever be in a relationship when you're young. And young, they mean up to 25, up to whatever, until they reach the goal that they have in mind, right? When I grew up, my mind was on one thing. I wanted to become a basketball player. Y'all know that. The biggest thing for me though, biggest thing for me was I already set in my mind as like a 14, 15-year-old kid, I said in my mind, I said, okay, you know what? Do not ever get into a relationship. Do not. Until you sit there and you reach your goals. So always growing up, always, I already put that in my mind, right? I already put that in my mind. I've been like that since I was like 14, 15. And then here's the problem. I'm gonna tell you right now. I got into a relationship when I least expected it. It made me realize what I was thinking was true, right? You know, I felt distracted, I felt this, that, and that's all because of me, right? Because you let yourself get into this place, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, right? So after that, I went on like this solo dolo stuff, real voice. Damn, I can't really focus when I'm lagging like this, like my chat's not really talking about what I'm talking about. I will tell you from right now, just of people going through relationships, people trying to chase their dreams, people trying to do all this stuff, but feel like relationships gets in the way, because I promise you, how many of y'all have been in a situation where you feel like you found a really good girl, but you choose to opt out and leave her because your excuse is that you gotta lock in, you gotta grind, and you can't really focus on that right now. How many of y'all, bro? Because I have multiple times, by the way, multiple times, bro. It's not about you. And it's not set in stone that a girl or a woman, and listen to me right now. I'm talking about a girl that you love, that dead ass cares for you, that dead ass gets you better. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about girls that you just go and see here and there and you have whatever, you know what I'm saying? You just want it for one thing and one thing only. That's not what we're talking about at all, bro. If that's the case, then get out, stay single, bro. If you can't handle that, get out. No, distractions, 100%, 108,000%. You listen to your stomach feeling. You listen to your stomach feeling because the stomach feeling is what? That's God's feeling, not with your head. You listen to your stomach feeling. You know when something is right and when something is wrong. So what I'm trying to tell you is that 95% of the time, it will be bad for you. It will, I'd say it right now. But there is also that 5% chance, because let me tell you right now, there is one person for everybody in this world. That's it. One person. Now, don't get me wrong, you can be together with 20 people throughout your whole life, have 5 kids with different people, but I promise you right now, this is my opinion, by the way, this is my opinion. I truly believe that there will be one person that you will think about a little bit more than the other. And you won't know why you think about it more than the other. And I'm not talking about just a girl that you've seen last weekend at a bar and you think she's bad and then you go back to her. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about it's been years, it's been this, you've been going through this with them. Like, again, gut feeling, right? So there's a 5% chance that people find that person, in my opinion. That's what I think. Now, don't get me wrong, some people haven't met their soulmate, some people have met their soulmate, some people will never meet their soulmate. Like, to be honest with you, for a certain amount of reasons, and it could be any reasons, because, you know, whatever the reason might be. But what I wanted to tell y'all, and it's real talk, don't let anybody, family, friends, like, brother, anybody's opinion take away the gut feeling you have. You know, listen, that's key word. You know, because God put the you know in you, that's it. So it's really God knows, but the second God knows, you will know as well. You know how many people out there, I'm gonna tell you right now, why do you think divorces happen? Why do you actually think, you really think God, brother, is God ever wrong? Answer me that question right now. Is God ever wrong? Ever? Is he? He's the only one who's never, ever wrong. I stand by that to the day I die. Ever. Someone said 70% of people get divorced. My parents ain't together. My parents got 3 kids together. I've never seen them be together. I'm keeping it a buck. And I'm guessing 50% of the chat is the same way. No, it's not sad. It's just facts. Right? And you really think, let me ask you a question. You really, and we go back to that point again and again and again. You truly believe that God would make you meet somebody. Example, your parents, they have kids, multiple kids by the way, even in marriage, live 10, 15 years together, and then they divorce. Then they divorce and they're not together ever again, never to be seen. You really think God said, here, have that, so y'all can break up and have kids in this world and then just break up? Ever? Of course not. But why do you think that is? Just with every other decision we always make, is because as the human brain works, sometimes we like to just listen to our brain instead of our gut. Is God here? No, he's here. So stop listening to your mind, bro. And I'm talking about every decision. We talked about this already for a very long time, for years, months, whatever it is. But, and let me know if I'm wrong. Say a year in, right? Say a year into the relationship, and it's just not sitting right with you. It's just not sitting right with you. Like, things are happening, but then you go past it, you keep going again, but things are just not sitting right with you, right? But you choose to stay because you're just comfortable. You're comfortable with this person. This is all you know at this point. That's all you know. Because day in, day out, you're with this person. That's all you know, right? So it's not even that you're scared to leave. It's not about you doing this, but it's like you don't leave and she don't leave, or vice versa, because you're so used to that daily now, every day. So what I was trying to tell y'all with relationships in general, everybody finds that person, right? And some don't find it to their 30s, some don't find it to the 40. And maybe there's not a lot of people going through this right now, but I promise you, if you're young, you will at some point. You will. Like, deadass, this might sound like nonsense to y'all, but you will. Like, deadass, you will. When you find that person, though, you will know. And you want to know why? Because they will come into your life and they will push you. It's almost like an attribute. It's almost like you're at level 80. They will put you to level 90 just by being in your life. And it's not forced. It's not you DMing 100 people on Instagram and trying to find the one. No, it's not, because that will not work. God will just put that life in. God will just put that person in your life at the right time when you don't know it. Literally when you don't know it. That's why I never, ever believe in dating apps. I don't believe in DMing people. I told you this already. I've never DM'd a person ever in my life. Ever. Brother, ever. Because I just don't believe in it. I'm being so serious. And I'm talking about, like, I obviously DM people just to do stuff with them, whatever, like collabs and stuff. I'm talking about DMing people just for the sake of thinking like, oh, maybe this is my soulmate. No, bro, like, you know what I mean? Like, no. Same with the Hinge segments or whatever. It's like, you think I was being dead ass serious? You thought I was gonna find my soulmate on Hinge? Are we being dead ass serious? When you find your person, don't let all the other opinions, like don't let friends or whatever it is, like get your head and now you want to leave and this, that, and other. No, bro. If you feel a certain type of way of a person, you feel it, and you will know it because they will just make you better. Like, you will go about your day and they will just make you, bro, they will just make you better. Every time you see him, you like get better. Every time you come home from a long day, whatever it is, or text or call her, you will feel better. Like, you see what I'm saying? You're not supposed to talk to a woman and you feel worse. Because brother, you know how many relationships there is that come from work? This is some grown man stuff, though. I'm gonna be honest, some grown women stuff. So if a lot of people, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Younger, you probably won't understand this now. But brother, you know how many people there are in this world that go to work and they have a long ass day, right? And maybe they're not in the best mood, whatever. They come back home to their woman, their wife, their girlfriend, whatever it is, and they get into fights with them because they feel irritated, and he just irritates them even more. You really think that's what it's supposed to be like? Of course not. Now, am I saying people are gonna have fights in relationships? 110%. Brother, no one can go into a relationship perfect and not have a fight, whatever it is. Of course. But what type of fights is it? Is it fights where it's like you're just kind of like, you know, like she's still helping you, but you just get on your nerves a little bit because you're always together? Yeah, of course that's gonna happen. What I'm trying to say is, like, listen, you will just know, bro. Like, you will just know. Don't let no girl play you. Don't let no man play you. Don't let no boy play you. Don't let anybody, girl, guy, whatever it is. Do not let them just play with you. Do not just stay afraid to leave. Do not be afraid to be being honest. Do not be afraid of following yourself. And do not, listen to me right now, do not be afraid of being selfish, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? Like, how many times and I'll explain why, how many times have you stayed in a relationship because you care more about the other people being sad, so you stay in a relationship because you feel for the other person, because you still love this person, by the way, right? But you stay because you can't have that thought of her or him being sad without you, because they love you so they want to be in it, but maybe that's just not right for you. How many times? So then months go by, years go by, but you know it's not really right for you, but it feels right for the other person, so you stay because you don't want to make the other person sad, and you think about the nights that they're crying, the days that they're going with in pain, like all of this stuff, and you want to know why? Because you're a good person, bro. You're a good person. You're a good person. You have feelings. Of course, that's normal. You know what I'm saying? I truly, truly believe that most relationships break up or divorce because, one, it's not their soulmate. But the number one thing is because I think for one person, it always feels different, and always feels, if it's not soulmates, I feel like one person will always feel more than the other. And when the other person don't feel as much anymore, they're ready to leave, but the other person want to stay. I don't know if this makes sense, but then the other person don't want to make the other person sad, so they just stay, and then it's just that, and then it just all bubbles up years later, and then his divorce happen, fights happen. That's just what I think, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't quote me on that. I don't know if that makes sense, but what I'm trying to say is, when it comes to relationship stuff, don't it's like bro's reading my brain, because y'all don't understand this shit. Like, I feel like I've been through 5 lifetimes. Like, I'm not even kidding, bro. The amount of stuff I've been through, just like leading up to up to this point, is, bro, like I'm being so serious, bro. If y'all only knew like 5% of it, bro, I promise you, all of y'all will go through something like that at some point. Like, you just will. And let me tell y'all something about breakup too while we're at it. If you're going through a breakup right now, or you're going through a heartbreak, for anybody who's out there right now, anybody, did I miss the announcement? No, not yet. Anybody. I promise you, and I promise you, you have my word for it, that ass. I know how hard it is, brother. I know how hard it is. Trust me, bro. Trust me when I tell you I know how hard it is, bro. Just trust me, okay? I've damn near had everything happen to me in relationships, everything. Trust me when I say this, you breaking up with somebody, or getting broken up with, or being sad of a relationship, situation, whatever it is, God, again, put you in that situation for you to grow from it. He put you in that position, listen to me again. He put you in that position for you to grow from it. Why do you think a flower or anything that's growing from the ground grows, but sometimes you gotta cut it all the way at the bottom of their feet for it to grow even 10 times bigger months down the line? Why do you think so? Why do you think that God sometimes, why do you think sometimes it feels like God cuts you at your feet? Boom, you're walking, right? You're walking this, it's called life. It's called life, right? You're walking, boom, you go to your knees. You go to your knees, right? He cuts you right at your ankles, boom, gone. You can't walk no more, right? So for months you can't walk. But then you're like, oh, I'm starting to get some strength back now. I'm starting to get some strength back, whatever. You getting more strength and more strength and more strength and more strength. Then you look back from a year, you're like, whoa, that was me? That was me right there? Now you're all the way better. You see what I'm saying? That's just a test. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know that, as I know that. It's all a test, bro. We all know this. We literally all know this, yeah? So like going through any type of heartbreaks, whether that's like, you know what I'm saying, whether that's with your girl, with your man, with your best friend, whatever it is all genuinely to just make you better. It's all just to make you grow from past relationships. Like, but also get it straight. When you find the one, you find the one. Don't stress it, don't rush it, be patient, bro. That's all that matters. And all that matters is that gut feeling. That's it. You live and you learn, right? You live and you learn always. And as long as you keep that faith, like we always talk about, chat, because everything comes back to faith, right? Without faith, you're nothing. You know, without faith and belief, you're nothing. Is it weird to have never had a girlfriend at 16? Definitely not, bro. Yo, it's not weird for nothing. It's not weird to be a virgin. It's not weird to have it's not weird to not have a girlfriend, whatever it is. Listen, like all jokes aside, on everything, if I put my hand in the Bible right now, my biggest regret is not waiting until marriage. I'll be so serious with you right now. Dead ass serious, the next relationship I want to get into and want to actual like marry and feel like that's it for me. I want to still wait until marriage. I want to. I would love to, bro. Why didn't you do it? Because I was young, chat. I was young. I didn't have no belief in God or what I'm supposed to do when I lost my virginity. You know when I lost my virginity, chat. You know what I mean? But your body count is 9, bro. My body count is 9, and I'll tell y'all why. I'll tell you exactly why. I got into my faith when I was like 16, right? 16-ish. You know when I caught all of my bodies, and you think this is nasty, this is whatever. That's the word I was living in back home. That's just what it is. I caught all my bodies except for my relationships when I was 14, 15, bro. 14, 15. After that, none. Straight relationships, dead ass. That's real talk. Because I realized at 16, I'm like, what am I doing? Brother, if I never got into my faith at 16, I promise y'all right now, my body count probably been over, like, God knows. Because the second I got into my faith, I said, what am I doing, bro? Like, what are you actually doing? So thankfully, thankfully, I called myself early. Because let me tell you right now, there's people that start at 15, 14, 16, whatever it is, and are 20 at the point, and they're still going, brother. And they're still going. Listen, you do you. I'm never gonna judge you ever. That's your life. If that feels good for you, that feels good for you. I'm just saying that's just not me. You know what I'm saying? So yes, 9 in body count. Yes, I think it's too high, whatever. Yes, I wish I didn't have that. But at the same time, it's like I caught it so early and I stopped right away because I was like, I can't keep going like this. Imagine if I did, you know? But nothing is weird. Nothing is, oh, you're disgusting. Nothing. Like, don't even feel like that about yourself at all. Like, nothing like that. Nothing. Whatever you're feeling like, body count 0, body count 100, now married, divorced, never had a boyfriend, whatever it is, just know God's timing. Everything is God's timing. That's it.